Hey everybody, here are your directions for one of your first assignments for night. This is the pre-reading bias activity. On the second slide, it gives you a definition of what bias is and the directions, but I'm going to talk you through your directions today. Once you've read the directions and read what a bias is, you're going to go on to the next slide, which has your first bias. This first bias states, old people are useful in society. You need to decide whether you agree or disagree with that statement. If you agree with that statement, you're going to move your X to the agree side. If you disagree with that statement, you're going to move it to the disagree side. You really have to think about what you believe. So if you don't think that old people are useful in society, you need to make sure you say disagree. If you 100% believe that old people are useful in society, then you need to go to the agree side. If you're kind of in between and you're not really sure, you can leave it in the middle and then you just need to explain it. Once you've determined whether or not you agree or disagree with that statement, you're going to click below where it says click to add speaker notes. Once you click on that box, it'll erase those words. In that box, you will then give an explanation as to why you answered that bias the way that you did. You're going to either explain why you disagree with that statement or why you agree with that statement, or that you're in the middle. Either way, you need to give a thorough explanation as to why you believe that. Making sure you're writing in complete sentences, making sure that each of your answers are complete, and you give enough details to make it so myself and Mr. Landsiedel can understand why it is that you believe one way or another. Once you're finished with that first slide, you're going to go on to the second slide, the third slide, the fourth slide, all the way to the ninth bias, and complete those exact same steps. So you have your number 2 bias, and then this one says, if you are nice enough and peaceful enough to someone, she will treat you with peace and love in return. Again, decide whether you agree or disagree with that statement. And then on the bottom, you're going to click and then write your explanation. When you're finished with all of the biases and your explanation, make sure that you turn it in.